move us on to our General Government and Public Safety Committee meeting. I call it to order. Attendance has been taken. Police Department, anything you want to point out in the report, sir?
No.
Okay. Move us on to our Fire Department. How about you, sir? Anything you want to point out?
Now, we feel like we had a pretty busy month. We've been building on the Baptist station and doing fire prevention week at the school, and the school comes to the fire station. So we've had lots of calls this month. It seems pretty crazy. So, got the truck over at the fire station now. It's been decals on and stuff. It could be used if needed, but we need to do add a few more things to it, stuff like that.
Well, it's nice to see it at the National Night Out.
The stickers made it look a lot better.
Questions for the Fire Department? Don't see any emergency management or protective inspections? Move on from there. Brings us to economic development. What do you got for us?
Sounds like I'm long-winded all the time, I'm sorry. December the 11th, we're having the ribbon cutting for Miss Mary Kate's daycare at 6:30. We invite you all to be able to come if you're available. We'll also be doing the last quarter chamber meeting at that event also. Raffle tickets are available through the chamber, and sheet for the VIP parking for the tractor parade. Those spots has been allocated over by on the city parking lot next to Albert's. We've got at least 15 vendors, maybe a little bit more for the tractor parade. Ashley's working on the map layout with Earl to get everything rearranged. Sweet Saturday is going to be December the 13th. We're pretty excited this year because we have more businesses that are participating and providing activities and fun things for the kids, so that's really nice. The carriage rides, we've got a line mapped out for her to do, so it takes about 12 to 15 minutes for her to do that ride to get back. Christmas home tours will be the same day as Sweet Saturday. Tickets are available to be purchased. Giving tree applications has been processed and closed. Ornaments are placed right now on the trees throughout the town at different businesses. We had at least 6 or 7 churches that requested families. We ended up adopting 23 families.
How does that compare to last year?
Last year, actually, it's less. We had to turn 2 away because they couldn't prove proof of residency in Centralia. So, but last year we had over 30. Yeah. We did start it earlier this year and ended it a little bit earlier because the request that we've gotten in the past was people wanted more time to be able to purchase things, especially on Black Friday. So, Chamber is focusing on working on the new Welcome Center by Adams Realty in that open space. That will be coming together before the end of the year. We're getting things arranged to start this project very soon. Ashley and I had an opportunity to visit with Earl and Phil regarding the pole replacement and for the lights. They do have the poles ready. We got the bid from Spirit Machinery, and we've received that bill already. I've talked to Earl since I wrote this, and the poles are down, the lights are down, and he acted like weather permitting that they was going to be up within the next week or so. So we're pretty excited about that. There was a great turnout for the downtown Halloween treats. The Chamber now has a better idea of approximate turnout for next year event. We have a lot of businesses inquire about how many children to expect. We had no idea. We now have a good idea for next year. Let people know, especially since it's going to be on a Saturday.
What is that number?
They should plan on anywhere from 850 to 1,000.
We had enough for a little over 500, I think, and we were out in less than an hour and a half.
Everybody ran out. Yeah, I had at my place. I had Pokemon cards, and they were not at 6:30. I like the Pokemon cards better than I like the candy. So, anyway, that's it.
Any questions for the chamber?
Appreciate what y'all do.
It can be a little long-winded with all the events going on. We don't know. It's all good for our community. Thank you. Moving on to the park board, the agenda and meeting minutes are in the packet. And I know Miss Amy's here to share with us.
Yes, I'm here to present the annual report. This is for our last fiscal year that we've completed, which ended on March 31st. I have 2 pages of notes, so I'm going to try and condense it a little bit. I just wanted to let you all know that there's a few key services that the library has that people really don't realize. We don't charge late fees. We have not since 2018. We're open 7 days a week. This is not common knowledge, even though we have had Sunday hours for over a decade. We're also open 3 evenings per week until 8 o'clock. And I will tell you, in the world of small town libraries, this is an exception. We have a free notary service. We have 5 notaries on staff. We also do passport processing. We're a passport acceptance facility. We receive $35 per application that we process, so we have made over $10,000 just in passport fees. And so that greatly surpassed any sort of fines we would have gotten if we charged fines. So that was a great decision to start doing that. We have hotspots. At our most, we had 60 hotspots. We got a lot of funding, a lot of COVID funding. Our hotspots have been reduced to 15 devices. We still have, we have an exclusive device for local educators and small businesses. On the second page, this is my list of board of trustees. They're a great group. I'm so grateful for them. This group has been through with me through thick and thin, and I don't think I could have faced some of the things we have in the last 5 years if it weren't for them. Most of our income is from real estate and personal property tax. We receive very little in the form of state aid. Grant funding is a very important part of my job and what I do for the library. We received $180,000 in grant funding, federal grant funding, since I became the director in 2018. We've done several improvements to the library and the grounds since 2020, including expanding the parking lot and construction of an outdoor pavilion. The carpet's all been replaced and the entire interior has been painted. Here's some circulation statistic. We have 5,577 registered patrons. People are still using the library, contrary to a lot of news out there. We mostly circulate adult materials, followed closely by children's. It's really hard to get people to come to things, as a lot of you know, especially if you don't have a large budget for advertising. We had over 4,800 patrons come to our programs last year. Mostly kid programming, but we do have something for everyone. Next page. Summer reading is a huge part of our annual outreach to the community. Adventure Begins at Your Library was not last year's, but in 2024's program. We had 385 registered patrons. We had a partnership with Reclaim Stage. We had a children's concert that 225 people came to. We had our end event was the Show Me Dinosaurs event. I don't know if a lot of you saw that in our back lot. We had 315 patrons come to that. Next year's theme is dinosaurs, so we have already secured the Show Me Dinosaurs. They're coming back this year. Let's see. We also have had a partnership with CR6 to bring in an author or educational performer during the school year or summer school every year since 2021. And last year we had books read by all ages was over 3,100. We do a lot of special events. We host author visits, local book signings, have reading contests and competitions. We have a big Harry Potter birthday every year, and we do have a lot of special story times. We have a lot of recurring recurring monthly programs for all ages. We have preschool story times each week on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. We've recently introduced a Saturday story time with Abby Ridgel. It's usually the third Saturdays at 10 a.m. and this is mostly for working parents and grandparents that can't come during the week. And we have all kinds of crafting events for 18 and up, book club, threads club. We have Paws and Pages, and this is a dedicated group of volunteers that brings their service dogs for reluctant readers to read to, or just pet. You know, if they don't want to read, that's okay. And then we have very popular children's programs like Lego Club every month, Anime Club, and then Pokemon Club is actually a club that was brought to us by a little boy who asked if we could do Pokemon Club. And we said, of course we can do that. And so that was started just by a patron's suggestion. And you know, the last page is showing some of my staff members, and I'm really very fortunate to have a great group of staff. We have the best job. I feel like we have the best job in Kim. I hear compliments all the time on their professionalism, their kindness, and their willingness to help.
I can attest to that. It's really pretty special, pretty impressive. Probably done a great job with that.
And I just wanted to thank you guys, Mayor Cox and the Board of Aldermen, for your steady support of the library. We really appreciate the positive things I've heard that you all have talked to the community about, and you know, and thank you for the role you play in reinforcing the library's value in the community. I really appreciate it.
We appreciate everything you do.
Absolutely.
Any questions? Okay. Move on to committee reports. We got tree board, but the minutes is from April.
Sorry, what?
The minutes for the tree board are from April.
Yeah, so that was the last meeting until his most recent one, so at this recent meeting, they approved those minutes, that's why they're in the packet.
Okay. So anything from this last meeting that you want to share? Sure.
Oh boy, I have slept since then. We discussed the tree inventory, and they thought that it was a very thorough inventory. They were concerned about spots where there were missing trees and areas, so we discussed those. Those have been forwarded on to Breaks, and they're already in the process of looking through those areas. So there's several trees that are going to be added to the inventory. We also discussed the downtown tree project. They're excited about it. Had some really good advice over what things that have been learned from other towns on how to do it properly so that the trees get the most life. And yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Never put money in the sidewalk on the downtown area because of the tree thing. Just to let you know.
Okay.
Understood. Moves us to 10, our financial statements. Anything you want to point out there? Okay. I see nothing for other general government.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.